Hello, welcome to this video. I hope you're having a good day so far. As the title suggests, I'm going to switch a reading routine with another booktuber. The person I'm collabing with is Laura Reads Pages, who, of course, is a booktuber, so does videos related to books. She does a lot of tags and these chatty wrap-ups where she makes them interesting in her own way. And I haven't been watching her videos for long, but I've really been enjoying them so far. So I would recommend her channel, and I'll link it down below. This is actually a much bigger collab with a bunch of other booktubers, but I'll get into that later because right now I'm going to read the routine that Laura provided me, which is her routine, which will now be my routine for the next day or so. Reading location. If I'm reading a physical book, I read lying down in bed or cross-legged on the floor.
The next day.
I sat on this floor long enough. If I'm listening to an audiobook, I listen while doing the dishes, stretching, doodling, or folding laundry. I also love reading outdoors while laying in the sun somewhere. Hello, I'm back. I was reminded of why I don't like reading outside. It's pretty hot because it's summertime, and also bugs. Those are like the #1 reason why I don't like reading outside, because it's hard to concentrate when there's like a bee/wasp buzzing around your ear, and also these like flying ant things that keep landing on me. So I didn't want to sit in the grass, obviously, so I just sat on a bench, which is still sitting outside. So not exactly the picnic blanket thing, but close enough. Picnic table, you know? I haven't been getting very far in the Vanishing Half. I'm a very visual learner, or I take in my information visually, so I've been kind of having trouble grasping some things that happen in the story where I have to rewind and listen back because I keep daydreaming. Clap When You Land, read 1 chapter, and then came home. You'll hear more from me later. Music. I can't concentrate if there's music playing. Same here. On the odd occasion, I might play something, but it can't have any words. I enjoy listening to Harry Potter ASMR rooms and nature sounds. Okay, that's interesting. Reading behavior. I usually read a little bit at a time. I don't like to sit in one place for too long, so if I'm trying to get through a book quickly, I will usually read a little bit and then get up to do a chore. I am known to set a 20, 30, or 40-minute timer. When the timer goes when the timer goes off, I get up and do something else for a few minutes before sitting back down for another period of reading. Okay, This is my mask, by the way. Wear your masks, kids. Hello, it's been a while, but same day I read A Tale of Two Cities, a few chapters. They're all actually surprisingly short, the chapters, so I think I read about 5, and then I had some food, and I'm here. So what I did was I downloaded one of the Harry Potter room ASMRs that I found on YouTube, and I just kind of clipped it down so that it would serve as my 20-minute timer. So then every 20 minutes when the clip would end on my MP3 player, because yes, I know I can just download audio into my phone, but I prefer using the MP3 player. Anyways, every 20 minutes when the audio would end, I would get up, take a break, which is part of Laura's reading routine, and then I would go back to reading. It was pretty actually relaxing, the audio itself. It was like sounds of crackling fire and rain and wind, which I'll find like really calming and just a great mood to read in. But there's also like footsteps and like page turning and stuff, which kind of took me out of it because it almost feels like more of a horror movie audio where like, oh, someone's coming behind you. I will often read out loud to myself, especially if I'm having trouble getting into a book. Even if I'm alone, I will always try to give funny voices to the different characters. POV, even though POVs are like the worst part of TikTok. Just imagine this is like a POV. Your grandma is reading you a story. Since I could toddle, I would tag after Tia, even when Mama was still alive. This is a good book, and I do not wish to butcher the poetry in this book. So I will get a book which is still good, but more easily made fun of. The Dover Road lay as to him beyond the Dover Mill, as it lumbered up Shooter's Hill. I sometimes read with a blanket over my head. Strange, I know. That's not strange, that sounds fun.
The next day.
I know the timeline throughout this vlog has been a bit confusing, but congratulations, you made it to the end. This is now the day after Laura's reading routine became mine. So it's over. Before I reflect on what I learned, what changed, you know, what was different about adapting someone else's reading routine, I want to elaborate on what I said at the beginning of this video about this being a bigger collab than just between me and Laura. So, oh, look at that, new phone. The person who came up with this whole thing is Sarah from Sarah's Reading Nook. And I've talked about her before on my channel because I've just known her for a while on Booktube. So Sarah's Reading Nook came up with this whole thing. There are 9 participants in total, including myself and Laura, and we all, you know, had our own partners. So I will be linking everyone's channels who are participating in the description, so you can go check out their videos, because everyone will be collabing with somebody else in the group and everyone will do it their own special way. So I really want you to check out this whole line of collab videos with this similar title as mine. But most importantly, at least in my opinion, because she's my partner, please check out Laura's video. I haven't seen it yet at the recording of this video, but it will go up the same day as mine. So Saturday, today, when you're watching this, her video will be up as well. As for my experience, I was really taken out of my comfort zone with a lot of this, like especially reading outside. That was, and also just like listening to an audiobook. I haven't listened to an audiobook in years. Like, I have nothing against it. I just prefer physical books, I guess, or ebooks, to read something, to see it. Also, not updating social media. I didn't realize how frequently I update like Goodreads about the progress in a book until Laura's routine said don't do that. I caught myself like twice updating the page count on like Clap When You Land or The Vanishing Half, and then I had to stop myself. It was just that one day, and I was gonna update it twice. Another thing was especially taking breaks. Taking breaks between reading. I don't take breaks. I read for hours straight. Usually the most reading I do in a day is actually at night, from like midnight to late into midnight, for like 3 or 4 hours sometimes. So reading throughout the daytime, morning, afternoon, is something I normally wouldn't do. I'd be doing other things during that day. So I just picked like a day off when I didn't have much going on to do this challenge. But yeah, normally I would be reading at night after everything throughout the day is done and over with, and I just stay up and read and not take breaks until I'm practically falling asleep or reading the book. Lighting a candle. I just felt scared, so I put it out almost immediately. Reading with a blanket over my head, that didn't go super well either. Reading cross-legged on the floor. I love being comfortable. I can't sit on the floor. That's not comfortable to me. I just get sore. And then listening to ASMR. That was the one thing which I think I'll apply now to my reading routine. Listening to rain sounds and like those comforting sounds in the Harry Potter room ASMR, that was actually kind of nice. I hope you found some enjoyment out of this vlog, even though it was very messy and experimental with the way it was jumping between timelines. Yeah, I hope it wasn't confusing. And again, check out everybody else who's doing this challenge. It's an original challenge by all of us, and especially Sarah's Reading Nook. So thank you, Sarah's Reading Nook, for allowing me to be part of this. Thank you, Laura, for doing the chaos, I'm sure, which was my reading routine, which I'm looking forward to watching. Yeah, and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next week.